brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can have the throne, I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wonder why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Learned so much from everybody there.
I got one more question for you. You had this amazing storyline in NBA 2K21. Is there a memorable scene that really stood out to you that you really enjoyed filming?
I would probably say the intro scene, and Jaime comes and sits down. He's trying to recruit me to play high school basketball for his team. That was probably that this is really happening. I am my player. This is the intro to it. And that was probably the scene or the moment that I was like, I am working with some people that I
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. We know Rudy Gobert is ultra competitive, but he knows it's not about winning his individual matchup. He said, it's a 5-on-5 game, a team concept. That's always been my mindset. Obviously, I take pride in being the best defensive player in this league, but I play to win. That's my focus. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. Looking now at some numbers for Donovan Mitchell.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant now in at the guard spots. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Anderson. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. And for Utah, Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. O'Neal is out there with Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Emphasizing the importance of a deep bench. A few teams, Doris, across the league are riddled with injuries right now.
And this is where your front office has to find a way to be successful year after year. And players over the course of a season maybe won't play for 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and then an injury opens an opportunity, and you have to have a high level of professionalism at the end of the bench to endure these moments.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA. Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
Now here's Morant. From the arc, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Jazz. It's a 3-point game.
Well, Mike Conley, slight of frame, but the intention is there and finishes with contact.
Morant against Conley. Lets it go with a 3. Morant with another miss. We've seen a quick start here for the Jazz. Shoots over Morant. They grab their own miss. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. About 1 minute into the first quarter. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Mitchell. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, how about the concentration from Mike Conley? Wow, that is big time.
And it's Morant missing. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Mitchell. And that one, good. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They need this. And that one's good. Morant.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
And shot on the way. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Nobody near Allen. Good on the triple.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Tipped away. Stolen by Mitchell. Outside Conley. From the baseline. And again, it's Utah.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Here's Morant. Basket counts.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
The drive by Mitchell. Count it. Good. He's got 11.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 10. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally and they figure out how to close it out next time.
And since last season, Doris, a lot of coaching changes. Why do you think so many?
Kevin, I think there's a lot of contributing factors. Some of it is ownership and front office changes. Whenever that happens, coaching changes are often the next shoe to drop.
Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. The Jazz second.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And so here's Memphis. It's a 10-point game. Allen for three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Conley for three. Drains the three-pointer. Conley's got 9.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Morant with a wide-open look. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Not to be outstaged, Morant saying right back at you.
Goes up on the wing. Conley's shot is off.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Morant. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And this quarter, he...
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant looking around. Good.
You know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Mitchell, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 15 points in the game.
And you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of efficiency here. 7 of 9 to start.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, Donovan Mitchell's wingspan is effective when it comes to swatting away the basketball and getting steals for his team.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Conley against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer. Oh!
My goodness. Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Inside. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Morant.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great.
Oh, wow!
Young fella.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Brooks, and he's checked in for the Jazz. And Memphis making a change here.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Brooks. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's right around 17 points a night, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
The Jazz have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
No good on the free throw. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Mitchell's shot is good.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Morant passes to Winslow. Out to Morant. There's the triple. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Now here's Morant for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Mitchell, and he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Winslow against Bogdanovich. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And Utah another 3.
Well, that to me typifies the confidence Bogdanovich possesses. A knockdown shooter with the quick pull-up.
Morant against Mitchell. Morant passes to Winslow. Gobert with the block, and he recovers it. They get it back, and the dunk by Valanciunas. Jazz leading by 11. Here's Mitchell, and a miss there on the triple. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
The Jazz making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Utah leading by 9. The 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple. And one thing you love about Ingles, he hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid in the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career.
Winslow with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Bogdanovich. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, you have to like the balance of Bojan Bogdanovich. Keeping it through the contact. That is nicely done.
To the middle. And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Jones.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Clarkson. Up and in on the layup.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. 1:46 left here in the first quarter. Clark trying to get open, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's O'Neal. Got a hand on it. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 6.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Ingles.
How about this guy? He comes into the league as an undrafted free agent, and Joe Ingles has more than proven his worth. The high IQ, the lights-out shooting from deep, so much to love about Ingles.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
1:02 left in the first quarter. Tillman passes to Jones. No good on the 3. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. They lead by 14. On the wing, Winslow. He's covered by Clarkson. Great open look there. He has 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
.35 seconds left to play here in the first. Bain, Ingles covering, count the basket. Jazz leading by 11. Ingles, that's for 2. And Winslow pulls it down. Memphis with the ball. Pass to Clark. Poke loose. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, all that momentum and force. Rudy Gobert, that is pretty.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, we got to be able to focus on us. Obviously we went through a little bit of a rough patch. We're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter, Justice Winslow out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Tillman in at the 5 spot. That free throw, no good. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball.
Take a break.
Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Good on both. The Grizzlies trail by 15. To the paint. Here's Clark. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Memphis has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Jones kicks to Clark. Back to Jones. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Winslow.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And good that time. Clarkson's got 10 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Conley with the 3. Offensive rebound. Favors. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies making a change here.
A moment here to see the numbers for Jones. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jones looking for an opening. That's tipped, and so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Monday, they'll take on John Wall and the Houston Rockets. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, you know they're going to want to make a statement in that contest. Taking down the top team in the East could definitely turn some heads.
And it goes down 2 points. Conley's got 14 points for the game.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
Here's Jones. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. The Grizzlies trail by 15. It's Brooks on the wing. Ingles covering. The kick out to Anderson. Knocked away. Now, here's Ingles. He's got 5, and it's good for 2.
I'll tell you, this guy recognizes when driving lanes are available. Joe Ingles waits until it opens and then seizes the opportunity.
Down low, here's Tillman, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And that one good from Clarkson.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
To the inside, and Anderson slams it in.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Tyus Jones. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Morant finds Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. The Jazz have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And here's Conley outside. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
There's a level of intention and leadership right now. Mike Conley understanding my team needs me to score.
Oh, and here comes Conley all alone. Yep, that one goes in there. Conley's got 7 points for the quarter.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Valanciunas passes to Morant. No good from outside.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Favors, and Utah another three.
Wow, Favors not known as a floor spacer, but gets the range shot to fall.
Here is Brooks. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Utah Jazz. Chalk up 2 there. Jazz leading by 19 points. Here's Mitchell, and it's sent back by Allen. And he gets it back. Good on the bucket. Mitchell's got 30.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Morant against Conley. Morant passes to Anderson. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Both free throws good from Anderson.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And that one drops. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
Allen, that's good.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Allen surveying the D. Conley against Brooks. Allen for 3. Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since. Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Morant outside. Brooks with no one around. Kept alive.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead. Boy, it took him a while to warm up, but since the second quarter, he's on fire.
Brooks for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist in the game. Utah calls timeout. A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Royce O'Neal comes in for George Niang. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Joe Ingles. Utah leading by 20. Here's Conley, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Heads-up defensive play by Jonas Valanciunas. The alert, the aware, the always ready to send it back.
Got a piece of it, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Morant outside. From deep, Brooks. Anderson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Offensive rebound. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Memphis has gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
I tell you, you allow Jonas Valanciunas space and he will throw it down. He's got the size and length to make it look easy.
Anderson with the ball. He's picked up by O'Neal. Brooks has got space. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And that's now 11 points for Brooks. Conley inside the line. Again, the Jazz score.
Conley is able in 2 or 3 point range to deliver with the face-up game and does it again.
Brooks kicks to Anderson. That one falls. Utah leading by 18. Conley for 3. And Utah another 3.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Ball's knocked loose. Morant against Conley. Utah's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
I'll tell you, Donovan Mitchell in transition, bearing down on a defender is not pretty.
Now Morant. 32 points for him last game against the Utah Jazz.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game.
Valanciunas, good.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And it's Mitchell missing. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Here's Allen. Here's Valanciunas. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lets the 3 fly. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 11 points in the quarter.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Inside, Anderson. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Anderson.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Shot from the wing. And it's Mitchell missing.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Jazz leading by 20. Conley inside the line. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
This guy has got such a smooth handle that the pull-up game is always in play.
Bogdanovich against Brooks. Five on the clock. Stolen by Conley. Drops in the breakaway layup. Conley's got 28.
Well, Mike Conley able to get out in the open floor, and that's where his quickness really comes to bear. Tremendous finish.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 21 points for John Morant.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength. And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
The Jazz have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
One shot. and they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
56 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Stolen by Conley. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Conley's got 34.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half, filling it up.
Jones against Conley. Back to Jones for the 3. The putback. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jordan Clarkson. 34 seconds left in the first half of the game. Tillman grabs the miss.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot. Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Conley, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Conley's got 36.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2. No good with the wing jumper. And so it's the Utah Jazz in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 39 points. Such a steady floor general, Mike Conley. Kenny, talk about what he does for your offense.
He's the pace setter. The guy could set the pace for your team. He moves the ball well, and he's going to make sure you get great shots.
He's a coach out there on the floor, someone you can trust him just to make the right play.
Plus, great dude. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Utah. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Allen outside. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Allen for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Here's Mitchell. That shot off. Excellent D there from Allen. And the Grizzlies shooting so well. The offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
The Jazz have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Pass to Morant. Over Mitchell. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Up top, Morant, covered by Conley. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Morant. Morant's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Jazz have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
And slam dunk by Allen.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Mitchell. Grizzlies with the rebound. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. The drive by Brooks. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, doesn't allow himself to be rattled in the least by the aggressive defense. Jonas Valanciunas shows his strength and composure to power up and through.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The Jazz making a switch here. Niang's checked in.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
You know this. There's a long history of great players coming out of Lithuania, and Valanciunas right there with the best of them. Remember, back in 2012, this guy was the MVP of the Lithuanian Basketball League.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Valanciunas, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
And the pass to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jam. Here's Mitchell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
There's a tenacity to Donovan Mitchell. Even with physical defense, this guy just finds a way to convert.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Favors comes in for Gobert. And it's Joe Ingles in for Mike Conley. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Morant outside. Down low and stolen by Favors. Here's Niang. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Niang's got 6 points. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Morant. And it's sent back by Mitchell. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Jazz have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. And another one falls. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
This is Mitchell at his absolute best. Driving, attacking, putting all the pressure on the defense.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
A break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Utah, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that number one spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And of course, there's the Grizzlies. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Grizzlies have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Stolen by Mitchell. And now Utah, fast break. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And here's Morant. 21 points in the game. That one drops for him. Anderson's got 14 points.
And he has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
A three-pointer is right on target.
I'll tell you cannot fault the defensive effort. Donovan Mitchell is just so good at keeping his concentration through a great contest.
Mitchell against Morant. Pulls from the top of the key. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Morant's got 23 points. Mitchell with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Mitchell's shot is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Morant drives in. Softly drops in the floater. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Then for the Grizzlies, Clark, he's checked in for Anderson. And Winslow subbed in for Dillon Brooks. And the Jazz call time here. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Donovan Mitchell, 3rd.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
free throw drops for Mitchell. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Puts it up. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And that one good from Clarkson.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective and they're winning.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Favors. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Favors has got 7.
Now this is where Favors is at his absolute best. Close to the rim, he can make any move he chooses.
Passes to Valanciunas. Knocked loose. And now Ingles pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, how about the steal off? Great anticipation by Clarkson, then the kick ahead. Perfectly done.
The Jazz have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Free throw drops for Ingles.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Winslow against Ingles. Here's Clark. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Clark's got his second bucket of the night.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Mitchell against Morant. To the paint. Tillman. Yep, it counts.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Here's Mitchell. They get the rebound. Clarkson. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Clarkson's got 17 now. Morant with it. 27 points for him. Pass to Tillman. Back to Morant. Drills it from outside. Morant's got 30.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Morant. The shot's good. Morant's got 32 points in the game.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Here's Favors. He can't hit that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant outside. To the middle. And he uses the glass on the layup. 34 points for Ja Morant.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's putting up 29 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Winslow kicks to Jones. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got his 6th assist on the night.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
A nice shot by Winslow. Utah's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Bain. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
Well, Jordan Clarkson can be a little bit streaky at times, but right now this guy is on fire.
Jones in the post, covered by Conley. Jones, no luck. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Well, Derek Favors doing a nice job taking his time to get square before the shot. So important.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Back to Jones. And the rejection by Favors. Here's Clarkson, and he makes good on the layup. Clarkson's got 11 in the second half.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Right wing, here's the three. Rebounded by the Jazz.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And they pick up 2. O'Neal's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Niang, that's good.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Poked away. Clark up top. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Count that one.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Jazz.
Here's Conley. Here's Favors. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's Utah going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Zhang, and it's Jones in at the 1 spot. Thomas, that's good. The Grizzlies shooting the ball with incredible accuracy, 68% so far. And the basket by Jones.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Here's Oni. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Oni's got his first points of the night.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Jones, the pass to Jang. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Listen, this guy's shooting it well enough these days, is Gorgui Zhang. You might want to run him off his spot and make him put it on the deck.
Here's Bogdanovich. The Grizzlies pull it in. Tillman's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside, Conchar. A second chance effort. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
You know, Doris, teams are using analytics more than ever before. We know that. And for example, blocks are certainly a key number. But some defenders, as you know, are so good, teams don't even go at them because of those analytical numbers.
Kevin, we refer to that as shot suppression, and you have to look no further than the last 2 winners of the Defensive Player of the Year award, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Rudy Gobert. When those 2 guys are in the middle of the paint, a ball handler or would-be shot taker may reverse course and reset the offense. That's how much those guys impact the game on the defensive end.
Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Thomas. Grizzlies with the rebound. Tillman's got 8 rebounds in this game. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
One shot.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Utah. Fires from the wing. Morgan can't hit it.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Melton passes to Tillman. And the shot goes down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Oni. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Oni's got 4 points now in the quarter. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Melton. Misses off the left iron. Thomas with the ball. Jones covering. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Well, the pandemic impacting earnings all over the NBA, Doris. The pain is felt, we think, most keenly by small market teams.
Across the board, Kevin, there are economic realities that the pandemic has forced NBA teams to look at. But always those small market teams depend on revenue sharing to compete. So now attendance is compromised and their ledger is affected even more. This is going to be interesting to see how this affects roster composition. Boy, we've got a lot of questions to be answered.
Here's Oni. And Utah, another 3.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Here's Melton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for two.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And he makes both free throws. Doris, you and I know the quality of play in the NBA bubble was terrific. And some people have said a lack of travel a possible reason why. The league, we think, looking at ways to reduce travel moving forward.
Exactly, Kevin. And one option on the table is the, quote, series model. You see it in baseball, where you play consecutive games against the single opponent. So what about the states with multiple teams? New York or California? Can you play all of those teams in one trip? This not only preserves players, but it also cuts travel expenses, something the league is looking hard at.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Shot clock at 6. Melton's shot is good. Jazz have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Jones, no luck. Jones has gone 4 of 10 here, has 6 misses. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Bogdanovich, such a nice offensive arsenal. He is capable of scoring from anywhere.
Down low. Conchar can't get it to go. Jazz have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Utah calls timeout. You know, Doris, I've heard some experts say, you look at the 6-foul limit, the NBA is basically the only sports league that takes stars off the floor. Doris, what would you think if they just tacked on an extra free throw instead?
Kevin, I absolutely hate the idea. The best defensive teams at any level of basketball guard at a high level without fouling. There's the drama aspect of a player being in foul trouble, either at the start of the game or down the stretch. It has an impact on strategy. It's something that I'm a traditionalist on. I think the 6-foul rule should remain in the game.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Memphis also making a switch. Allen's checked in. Knocks it loose. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and too long on the shot. The Grizzlies shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. It's good. Konchar's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Thomas against Allen. And the basket is good.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Allen. Fires the three. They get it back. And Zhang gets it to go.
Well, the definition of an effort player. Zhang shows off that high motor, converts off the glass. Nice.
And it's Memphis on the break. Up the floor. Thomas with the block. And he's able to get it back. Now, here's Ingles. From 18 feet away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Grizzlies shooting so well. The offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Allen for three. That's a basket. His eighth from the field, 8 of 14.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And the Jazz call time here. Right now we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find that?
Well, I think that whether NBA players or professional athletes in any sport know it or not, they are looked to as examples, as role models. And so I think everybody wins in this situation, Kevin. The players, the fans themselves, many of whom are dealing with the similar challenges. So, listen, life is not easy. Wherever you can get help, go and take it. I love this initiative from the NBA.
Here's Thomas. Over Allen. And it's off the back rim. No good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Zhang. And finished off by Zhang.
Wow, big time size, speed, power combination from Gorgui Zhang. Wow.
Thomas against Allen. The Grizzlies shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Melton passes to Zhang. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Thomas, that's good.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Allen outside. Ilyasova against Zhang. Here's Melton. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Oni. Tillman grabs the miss. Tillman's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. To the inside. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got 9 points here in the second half.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lets it go from the wing, and it falls over the rim and in. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And Thomas over to help. And there's the pass to Allen. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
From the wing. And again, it's Utah. And so it's Memphis with it. Here's Melton from the stripe. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Melton's got 11 points in the quarter. Here's Thomas. And Utah again with the bucket.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Passes it to Allen. Pass to Melton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jang. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
At times, it seems to me, Zhang doesn't get a whole lot of respect from the officials, but drew that foul.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
You'd be hard-pressed to find an area where Zhang's growth has not been seen. No longer a guy you can send to the line.
George Niang, he's checked in for the Jazz. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Memphis. That one falls, so he hits both of them. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Utah, George Niang. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Conchar. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Assisted.
Conchar's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Here's Oni. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Winslow, the bounce pass. Melton's shot is good.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. Again, the Jazz score. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Here's Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
Oh, that kind of defense. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still. And you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, Gorgui Zhang, as a big man, is an excellent passer. That's a pretty look.
To the paint. Shoots from 14, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Melton passes to Jang. Here's Tillman. Back to Jang. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Zhang's got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, the thought was Zhang would never be much of a scorer, but I think he's changing people's minds.
Here's Oni. Rebound by Jang. Zhang's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Jazz.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Thomas against Winslow. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Melton. And it's Oni with the rebound. 35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Here's Melton. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
He just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And he's good on the 3-ball. Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot on the wing. Here's Ilyasova. The open jump shot off the mark. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.